Hi, this is Tuhan Aditya from LightHaven. Today we're going to be going over a double stick combination that's going to combine our gunting, our following motions as well as our Sinawali. Just before we begin, if you guys enjoy this kind of work we do here and you would consider supporting us, please do check out our Patreon and our YouTube membership. We share a lot of exclusive videos on both on our YouTube membership and on Patreon. All of the YouTube videos and normal YouTube videos that go out like this one, we put up extended versions with just Patreon and YouTube members exclusive content. So we might add more context, add more drills, just add more to the normal YouTube video that we do. On Patreon, we actually have two continuously running series. One is called the Drill of the Week. The other is called Two Horns Training Thoughts. And both of them have over 100 videos in each series. The Drill of the Week is where I am giving you a specific series of drills based on one weapon system. So we go double stick, single stick, double knife, single knife, spire daga, and empty hands. And I give you a series of drills that you can then practice the whole week, along with like rep ranges, how long you should practice for, number of sets, etc., etc. Two Horn Training Thoughts is about my ways of looking at training. There might be experiences I've had in the past, the way I'm looking at training right now, if I'm preparing for a fight or if my students are preparing for a fight, kind of insight into how I look at training, how I think about training, how I think about progressions, how I think about the arts that I practice. An example is that just the most recent series of these two videos, we went over Spire Daga in the Drill of the Week, and in the Two Horns Training Thoughts, we spoke about a little bit more about the context within Spire Daga in Pekiti Tirsia Kali, at least from my viewpoint, from the research I've done, and in my opinion. So if this will interest you, please do check out our YouTube membership and our Patreon page. Your support means a lot. Thank you guys so much. So we're going to start the combination in this closed position, which is slightly different because normally we start in this open chamber position, right? Instead, this time we're going to start here in this closed chamber position with our sticks kind of crossed. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open in this gunting, scissoring motion above our head. Now, Grand Tuhan has called this the bratical in the past, but you can just call it a gunting, right? It's a scissoring motion. So I'm going to open above my head. Now, it's really important I'm not opening in front. If you try to apply something doing it this way and someone's giving you an angle one, you're going to get hit in the head. So I want it to be opening kind of above my head. This can either be to catch the stick or it can be to protect yourself from an incoming attack. So that's protecting me while this is hitting the hand. You can do it either way. So I'm going to go opening, angle one, and I'm back in this closed position again where I can just switch my sides with my footwork and start again. One, one, open, one, one, open, one, one. Now remember, I'm opening above my head, not in front of my face, above my head. My weapons are facing up the whole time. Now from here, let's add that Sinawali. So I'm going to again start from this closed chamber position. I'm going to open above my head, go angle one with one stick while the other loads on my shoulder. And now the one that went angle one is going to load by my hip. From here, you can just go very simply your basic Heaven 6 or your basic Sinawali, and you're going to end up in this open chamber position. Normally, we would go 1, 2, 3 and load by the hip when I'm doing my Sinawali. Now I'm going to go angle 1, angle 2, angle 2. Instead of this hand coming to my hip, it's going to come right back to my shoulder. Either fluid with a follow through or broken without a follow through. But I'm in this open chamber position where I can now do just that basic closing gunting and I'm back to where I began, right? So I'm going to open, angle 1, Sinawali, I come back into this open chamber position, close, and I can begin again. And the footwork I'm using this whole time is just my open triangle. You can think of this as a gunting section, so this opening, followed by an angle 1, followed by a Sinawali, followed by one more gunting, right? So in each of these sections, you can switch your legs if you want. So an example of that would be, I am going to have my right leg forward as I do this first gunting, angle 1, I switch sides for this Sinawali, and then I switch sides again for the last gunting. I switch sides for the first gunting, I switch sides for the Sinawali, and then I switch sides again for the last gunting. Right? You can do it like that, or again you can just do the whole thing on one side. That's fine as well, you know, if you want to do it like this. The only thing that you want to make sure of is that you keep doing both sides. So an example of that would be, Right now I'm going to start with my right hand is hitting angle 1, and so the Sinawali is going to be on my left side, and then I'm going to finish the gunting. The next time I do this, I want to make sure that I go left hand angle 1 so that my right side can be where the Sinawali comes from. Okay? So that way we're working both sides. We're not just working one side in the entire drill. Some things to quickly look out for. When I'm doing the gunting, I want to have my edge in the right position. So especially for the first gunting, I'm just opening, right? So my edge, where these fingers are pointing, is where my edge is. Or if you want to know by yourself, these knuckles, where these knuckles are, not the punching knuckles, where these knuckles are, that's where my edge is. So it's a scissoring motion, remember. So I'm cutting, and now when I'm doing the angle 1, again I want to align my edge. When I'm doing the Sinawali, I want to align my edge, so I'm hitting with the edge and not with the side or the back. And when I'm doing that final gunting, at least for now, we're going to have our edge facing in. Later you can, depends on what you're trying to do, you can do gunting like this, but now I'm using the back of the weapon to parry an incoming attack while I'm cutting someone's hand. But for now we're going to do this, the simplest version of this, which is just a normal scissor, right? And so my edge is facing in. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, if you learned from what you saw, please do like and share this video. If you have anything to add, leave that in the comments down below. Please do subscribe to the channel. All of these things really do help out the school and the channel a lot. A huge thank you to everybody on our Patreon page and everyone on our YouTube membership. Your support means so much. Thank you guys so much. If you'd like to know more about our YouTube membership or our Patreon page, the links will be in the description down below. Lastly, thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.